Hello, attempt number 2 of Zed In The Shed, episode 1. As I told you in my Instagram post, Facebook post, I did an hour-long episode of Zed In The Shed. So I went to get it from my editor to my phone. Not enough space on my phone apparently. This is an iPhone XR 125 gig and there was not enough space on my phone. Anyway, so I deleted loads of videos and loads of blogs, vlogs, everything like that that's already online that I don't need to go back to. If I do need to go back to them, I can get them from the internet. So, Zed In The Shed episode 1. So I thought about how I'm going to redo it. If that's going to be an issue and it's going to be a problem about memory and space, the way that I'm now going to do it is I'm going to do 3 shorter episodes within a week. Maybe 2, depending on what I get up to in the week and what happens. So, I did say that I was going to do the questions, but the questions that I asked a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, whatever it was. But after recording the last episode, what I found out is that those questions to read out and answer take up about half an hour. So what I'm actually going to do is do one today with no questions, and then over the next few days I will then record the questions and get them put out. So I will finally get round to doing the questions that people asked me weeks ago, that I asked people to ask me. So I feel a bit like a bit of a fraud for not answering those. So what I'm going to talk about now, quickly and briefly, is my hospital stay. So I was in for 13 days and I had an NG tube in and I was being fed through the tube. And it wasn't very nice, as if you follow my Instagram blog or my Facebook blog, you'll know that I kept being sick, the tube kept coming out, it was all disastrous and it was all horrible. I'm going to insert some clips about now 5 weeks. 5 weeks of treatment. And today was supposed to be the last day. It was supposed to be the day where we're going to celebrate the end of active treatment. It's quite funny that a year ago today, I started my first session of radiotherapy. Tomorrow, it's a year to the date. "24 of the sessions I've driven myself through. I've been struggling to eat, struggling to swallow. I've lost about 8 kilograms in the last 3 weeks. Sickness during the night, sickness during the day. I've been telling myself, yeah, I'm fine. All I'm going to do is finish treatment, and then after a few weeks, when things settle down, I'll be back to normal-ish. I come in today and they go, things aren't good, we've done your bloods, potassium's low, salts are low, malnourished. Bah. So I'm back on the wards, back in my dressing gown, with an added bonus, a tube which they're going to start feeding me in tonight. I've also got my port accessed again. So yeah, fun times in the world of Zed. I'm just gonna keep going. Not a lot else I can do really. Try and stay positive. Much love. Good morning from Ward J95, room 13. I have got my feed in. It's been up since last night. I had a pretty alright night's sleep.
just still a bit uncomfortable with my swallowing, especially with the tubing. Just sucks to be back in these rooms back in hospital. They did a repeats blood. They repeated my blood test yesterday evening, and my blood tests have all come back normal. So my potassium and my salts are all okay, to what they originally thought. So they changed my fluid to normal fluids rather than the potassium-based fluid, and yeah, well, they're still giving me the feeds because obviously the dramatic weight loss and the problems swallowing. So we'll just see what the dietitians say Monday and go from there. All fun in the world of Zed.
So you've just seen what I was kind of up to on my first 2 days. I didn't do any more recording after that because I felt like crap, and I was just putting my daily updates onto Instagram. I did not feel like recording anything. So that was hospital. I got discharged last Wednesday. Whilst I was in hospital, I had a lot of time to think, and I thought a lot about what I was going to do with Zed in the Shed and about my physical health. Obviously, I've got stage 4 cancer, which means that my body is not in a very good condition as it is. High heart rates, shortness of breath. It's one of the reasons why I ended up in hospital. I wasn't eating enough and I was throwing up. That's just part of the parcel of cancer and treatment. So whilst I was in hospital, I thought, if I can't walk and get out into the hills, if I can't get out on my bike because one, the air's too cold on my lungs and it's painful, or I'm just not physically able to do it, it's like one of the reasons why I'm not working. I'm a climbing wall inspector and I can't climb. So I thought, I'm going to join the gym. Never been to a gym before in my life. I've always been, I don't need a gym, I can get out there in the outdoors, I don't need the gym, blah, blah, blah. Turns out, I do. So I went to the gym today. So I'm here outside the gym and I'm about to go in. Wish me luck.
Here goes.
Here be fitness mill. Gym time. For the first time in my life. And you know what? I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I want to go back tomorrow. But we'll see how my legs are doing tomorrow. Because I did 2 miles walking, not running as such, in about 46 minutes. 2 miles, 43 minutes. And I'm running. Who'd have thought? That's the most exercise I've done since January when I was walking, or possibly even Centre Parks before radiotherapy when I was out on the bike with Caleb, which was going really slow. But at one point I actually ran. I ran. I was looking at my heart rate and I was looking at the chart on the side of the treadmill that says if you got a healthy heart rate, if you're doing endurance training or athletic training. And I kind of got, my heart rate was healthy most of the way through, and then as I started to get up to a jog, I was into that endurance training. But before chemotherapy, my heart rate resting was 120, 130, sometimes higher. Resting, I was 60, so that's saying that the tumour shrunk. We know the tumour shrunk. But yeah, feeling positive. Got off the treadmill and I got on a spin bike. I thought, I haven't been on a bike in a while, I'm going to give that a go. Let's put it this way. I did 1 kilometre in about 3 minutes, just steady away. My legs nearly stopped working. Yeah, so this is Zed in the Shed, episode 1. Nice and short. I'm now going to have my 50 grams protein shake. Much love.